MisterStubstep, it's hey! We're coming back with the second part of the Twilight Masquerade Booster Box. At this point, Twilight Masquerade is old news, and we have Shrouded Fable upon us, but I figured I'd at least finish up this booster box. If you haven't seen part 1, check it out, or if you just don't have that time of day to go through these long videos, which I understand, at the end of this, I'll show my overall pull rates for the box, and you can compare if you opened up a booster box, or if you just wanted to see what the pull rates were from a booster box. I'm sure if you watch Pokemon card openings, you've probably seen a bunch of booster box opened, but hopefully I'm above the average, or at least at the average, and can get some good pulls from this set, because this is a good set, at least competitively, and I'm excited to add a bunch of, the duplicates to my store and everything to fund more collection goals in the future. Ooh, haven't done that Frogadier. So I stopped and admired a lot more of the artworks in the first opening because I hadn't seen them, but hopefully this one will go a little bit faster and I can just go more over my talking points. But the Illumise is very nice. But please let me know how you've been. The last video that I posted was a mail video, which I know is one of my more popular videos on this channel. So I'm going to try to alternate by throwing those in every now and then. Boom Boom Groove is solid. And that Giraffe Rig by Conda, that is amazing. The colors in the background, wow, that's a really cool artwork. All right, we've seen that Arcanine. But I'll do, I guess, an obligatory dog photo. So I'll probably show a dog photo every video, maybe somewhere, in the middle of it or at the end or something, or maybe I'll do a video at the end because, that is what's taking up the most time in my life right now. Oh, shoot, I'm already flexing an EX in this one. I feel like I got so many EXs in the last opening. Oh, we have the Hustle and the Ninetales. Whoa, Kiichiro Ito. That is such a cool artwork. It's kind of simplistic, but I'm digging it. It looks very graceful. And we have the Dragapult. Okay, that is a great EX to pull in this. My goodness, that Dragapult EX. Jet Headbutt, Phantom Dive, 200 damage, put 6 damage counters on your opponent's bench Pokemon in any way you like. Seen a lot of different ways that the Dragapult has been played. Let me get sleeves. Seen a lot of ways that Dragapult has been played, and if I were to go play again, I would probably do it in the Regidrago deck, because that was the deck that I ran the most when I actually played. And Dragapult is another really awesome attacker to have, and it's not a basic one, so you can avoid starting with it, because sometimes if you have basic Pokemon in your Regidrago deck, then you'll start with them, and sometimes you don't want to start with them. Oh, the Sea King. Look at that. Like next to a Whirlpool, or is it creating that Whirlpool? So, speaking of the dog, we did put up a fence on our balcony. We have a pretty good-sized balcony for some reason, and so we put up fencing. Oh, there's the regular Sunflower. I got the illustration rare in the other opening. But the fencing was, we got it from Home Depot. It was fairly affordable, I guess, for the amount of fencing that we needed. And it'll just prevent the little dog from, going through the bars, hurting itself, or, worst case, jumping off the balcony, because it would not land. I think even a cat would probably get like a minor injury from the fall because it's pretty high up. So, better safe than sorry. Oh, wow. Even the Chimecho. Who is that by? Mausho? Wow. And you can see a little artwork right there of the Chimecho and some Pokeballs. That's pretty awesome. Did have try some new food trucks. So every Thursday where I live, they do some food trucks. Dang, Crawdot doing that waterfall training. Oh, wow. Slurpuff. That looks slurp. And then Perrin, would love to get the Perrin cards within this set. Got Apom. Sorry, I'm getting distracted by all the artworks. And then another Walking Wake. So we have been trying a lot of the different food trucks lately, and just different foods in general, locally. And we tried a lobster. There's like this famous truck, I guess it was like on some TV shows and everything, and it was like super expensive, and then the amount of food that you got was kind of sad. It was like a lobster grilled cheese and then just like a lobster roll. Was it good? It was very delicious, but what we paid for what we got, like, it kind of left us unsatisfied. This was one of the illustration rares that I wanted to get. Let's go. Oh my goodness, it's so beautiful. Okay, let's go through the rest. We have the Zapdos. Oh, very nice. And there we go. The Zapdos artwork reminds me of the Zapdos that you got when you played Pokemon trading card game online, and it was like one of the basic decks that you used if you like played theme decks. Yes, this is one of the illustration rares that I want. I love this Infernape. Not the best card ever, but it's still, that is such a cool artwork. Usually the up close artworks aren't that good, but this one rocks really well. This one might be the last illustration rare that I get, unless I get a special illustration rare or something like that. So, but that is beautiful. Glad to have pulled that, man. Also, at work, in my little team, we alternate picking where we eat every week, like on Fridays, because we go out on Fridays. Oh, far-fetched. Impromptu carrier. When you play this Pokemon from your hand onto your bench during your turn, you may search your deck for a Pokemon tool card and attach it to this Pokemon, then shuffle your deck. I wish, you know, this had like an attack or something that dealt with tools, and that could have been better. And this Torkoal by Tizito. And the Howlucha, man. And the Kadabra. Dang, this pack has so many that I haven't seen. That's actually a really cool background. I like that. Reminds me of some video game or something like that. And, okay, Clefairy and another Frostlass, which Frostlass is a decent card. Very disruptive. But we alternate every week on where we're wanting to go, so we just kind of take turns picking on where we want to go. And one of the co-workers, she's Persian, and so we got Persian pizza, which I had never tried Persian pizza. It was actually really good. It was extremely hearty. Like, it filled you up after a couple slices, and it was really good. Fairly similar to, you know, pizza that I'm familiar with, but I guess I would say it's closer to like westernized pizza, not like Italian pizza. Italian's pizza are definitely different. But it was good overall. A lot of the ingredients are pretty common. I guess the meats were more like Persian style meats. I think it was still like some type of, it wasn't pork. It was maybe like some type of beef, and then like a type of lunch meat, but a little bit more premium lunch meat. Oh wow, the Tangrowth is just vibing with that thicket body. But it was good overall. And we did go to a place called Hatchet Hall. Oh, Dracula with that Recon Directive is awesome. Cramorant by Okacheke. Just singing out, maybe just wanting for a fish to jump into its mouth. I have no idea. But went to a place called Hatchet Hall. And it was a place that I've been wanting to reserve for a while to go like on a date with Mystery. And we were out and about, you know, just doing some shopping on a Sunday. We did Costco, which I guess speaking of Costco, did get a... So I always look for Pokemon cards at Costco, but I never really get anything because a lot of times it's either all gone or it's just, like, it's a good deal, but it's not really worth the packs and stuff that you get in there. But today, ooh, the Love Ball. And, but today they had, I was like, if I ever see anything with 151, I will get it. Got the Blood Moon. Oh, okay, sorry. I keep cutting myself off. But that Blood Moon Ursaluna is a solid card. You can put it into a lot of decks because of that seasoned skill. Blood Moon used by this Pokemon costs 1 energy less for each prize card your opponent has taken. So if they're taking 5 prize cards, you can attack for free, do 240 damage. It's a great cleanup attacker at the end of the game. So that was an exceptional EX. One of the special illustration rares that I wanted, but, you know, with all these EXs and special illustrations that I've already pulled, we'll see if I actually get that. So, did get a set of 151 because it's like, it was $72 at Costco. The ETB alone is going for like $60, $65. The tins are kind of garbage, but I mean, they both have like, I think 4 and 5 packs respectively. So all of that for $72, I think it was kind of hard to pass up. Got the Rhyfort. Look at the top 5 cards and discard any number of them. Put the other cards back in any order. Huh. That's a very interesting card. Got the Chi-Yu. Dang, now we're pulling all the Farfetch'd. And there's that Infernape again. So, we went to Costco, then we went to Target. I got another ETB container for, you know, the ETB storage. And then we were going to go to a coffee shop, and then we wanted to go to this place called Hatchet Hall, so I'll show some photos of the meal. It was absolutely delicious. Every single thing was good. I think it's one of 4 places that we've rated in LA since we've been here that got a 10 out of 10. So what we do is we always... Oh, and there is my secret rare for the opening, which is actually a really good secret rare, Buddy Buddy Poffin. I can't say it's used in every single deck, but it is used in the majority of decks, and I have to open up a new thing of sleeves. So Buddy Buddy Poffin is essential in a lot of decks, especially the Stage 2 decks that are kind of taking over, because search your deck up to 2 basic Pokemon. Ooh, that's kind of like a printing thing going on with the basic right there. You see that? It's a little musty there, or musky. Pokemon with 70 HP or less, and put them onto your bench and shuffle your deck. So that is really good card for getting your board state started, and essential in a lot of decks. Sometimes a 4 of, 3 of. But yeah, no, so that's a great secret rare to get within the set. But yeah, no, the food there was amazingly delicious, and it's just really rare that we get 10 out of 10 places, so that's really cool. Usually if it's like an 8 out of 10 and above, it's usually a good spot, but 10 out of 10s is really rare. I mean, we've been doing this every place that we've lived. In some places we live, there's only like 1 restaurant that gets out of 10 out of 10. Granted, here, you know, West Los Angeles, there's so many different restaurants. I think my note has like a massive list. I'll probably show like a snippet from that list because I've been keeping track of it for a while. And yeah, there's just so many different places to go. I think the lowest place we've rated so far is Del Taco, but I don't think we ordered the right thing at Del Taco, so please let us know if there's like something really good from Del Taco, and I can at least order and enjoy that, because I think we gave it like a 3.5, and that's a combined score, which is a little sad. So when we went to go get Brute the dog, we did indulge in the Delta Sky Club, so we have some of the credit cards. I'm not affiliated or advertising or anything from them, I'm just saying it like it is. But, oh, that cute Vulpix. Look at that Vulpix. It reminds me of a little Brute, or just when my cats were tinier, just sleeping. And that floor just is gorgeous. My goodness. Captivating Invitation. Oh, my. But we went to we've utilized the Delta Sky Club, and you have to let me know, Mag Cargo. Hold on. What do you even do, Mag Cargo? You got Hot Magma, and you got a Ground Burn. Discard, 140 more damage for each energy card discarded in this way. Okay. But still, 3 energy is kind of rough. I think I saw Little Dark Fury play this card, and I think it was probably a Bad Deck Friday card, to be honest. But the Delta Sky Club is really cool if you either have a credit card that allows you to do it. I think Mystery and I, between us, one of us does, and then you can do like a companion. I think you get 4 companions a year, which we fly, but not that often. So we generally can both get them for free. If not, I think it's like a $50 entry fee. Basically, it's a buffet. It's a really nice area to chill before your flight. They got Wi-Fi. They got drinks. There's like a certain section of the menu where you can order unlimited drinks. Obviously, you should probably tip, but you technically don't have to. But yeah, so it's a really great time. This one at LAX, like the Delta terminal, just, at least I haven't been to all the terminals, but the other terminals that I've been to, the Delta one just blows the other ones out of the water. The restrooms are amazing. Everything is so clean and spacious. Yeah, they have like a bar outside so you can like listen to the planes taking off. They have so many nice little areas. They have a lot of areas for like one person to just kind of hang out, so it's not like awkward. But I think airports have gotten good about that nowadays. Like if you're on business or on work or just traveling alone, there's a lot of good areas for that. And of course the buffets are solid. You get all these different coffee and drink selections. They have the machines where you can like make and mix. Oh, look at that Froakie. Look at that Froakie. Where you can just basically mix your drinks. You know, you can make, you know, any flavor of Coke or whatever you like to drink. So that's pretty cool if you're not feeling drinking anything from the bar. But overall, great experience doing that. Highly recommend if you haven't. I'm not sure. I'm sure the other airlines have equivalents, but yeah, good experience. So on the flight, because I finally was actually able to get the Wi-Fi to work, because sometimes I'm not able to get the Wi-Fi to work at all. I would love the Eevee illustration rare within this set. I end up watching a lot of old anime fights, so I'm not sure if there's like an Anna. Ooh, yeah, I've been waiting for my A-Specs. Like, where they be at? Where they be at? We have the Scoop Up Cyclone. This one's put one of your Pokemon all attached cards into your hand. I mean, there are some decks that use it. It's not the best A-Spec ever that you can get out of this set. But I mean, it can be very useful. I mean, being able to scoop up your card is freaking broken. There's a reason why Scoop Up Net was as prominent, and I think it expanded. It's like, I don't know if it's banned or whatever, but you can do some nasty stuff with Scoop Up Net. So they had to almost resort it to an A-Spec. Granted, Scoop Up Cyclone can pick up any Pokemon. It doesn't have to be just a basic Pokemon or a non-rule lock Pokemon. So there's that. And we have one more pack. Don't we usually get 2 A-Specs? So am I going to get another A-Spec in this one? I have no idea. But I do watch a lot of old anime fights. Let me know if there's any anime that you go back to. Like, there's some Naruto ones. I watch One Punch Man, some Jujutsu Kaisen. I've never actually seen Baki, but I've seen like almost all of the Baki fights, just like the clips from that. So I kind of feel bad because I've like spoiled the entire show already. But yeah, no, overall, I've enjoyed a lot of good fights. And I did take a couple days off just to watch the dog. So I took the first day off when we got back, because we got back late on a Sunday. So I figured I'd take one more day, you know, spend a little bit more time with the dog that we just got. And then I took that following Friday to have a long weekend just to kind of spend the whole day with him and, you know, be around. Since he is a puppy, he can get into things, and it kind of sucks to leave him in a crate all day. I mean, we are crate training him, but it's also screwed up to leave him alone for too long, especially as a puppy. So usually one of us is home by lunchtime. We can check on him, and then, you know, we leave. So he's never home for more than like 4 or 5 hours. So eventually, you know, if things do get too busy, there are a lot of people that work within our complex that check on animals. I think there's somebody that literally lives above us that does that, because so many in our complex have dogs. We all have jobs and, you know, all of that good stuff. So these are the pulls from this opening, and I will gather my pulls from the other opening and then kind of do my full spread on everything that we got. So 1 second. All right, so you're gonna have to let me know if this is about the average box, slightly above average, slightly below average. I think overall the amount of pulls is great. This is the most that I've gotten from a booster box in a while. I feel like I remember hearing there's 2 A specs per booster box, but maybe because I got some extras somewhere in here that took the slot of the A spec. I feel like this is about the normal amount. Maybe you only usually get 2 of these higher rarity ones, but getting 3 is pretty awesome, and 3 illustration rares. Think that's normal. Maybe it's 4, maybe it's only 2, but I think 3 is pretty solid. And then getting 6 EXs, but I got 2 really good ones. Actually, Blissey see some play, and actually all 5 of these kind of see some play. I'm sorry, Mad Cargo. I haven't really seen Mad Cargo use it all, but definitely Dragapult and Bloodburn, Ushulana are awesome. So let me know what you think. Let me know what your favorite pull out of these was. Probably mine is going to have to be that Infernape. I'm actually really digging the Sunflora and that Probopass as well, though. Those are beautiful cards. And the Dragapult is just an awesome card in general. So I have a few more talking points. I just want to get through all these since I'm not able to talk to you all as often. And once I'm done through all the talking points, then I'll stop the video, but I'll just be organizing in the meantime. So let me collect all of these. All right, so those of you that have been, I guess, following me for a while, you're probably wondering, like, what the heck is going on with my upload schedule. So I honestly, at this point, like, life, you know, I'm sure you know, like, life does just get busy. So I will still try my best to upload when I can. I can't promise once a week, but that is what I'm going to shoot for. That also doesn't mean, like, I'm just going to release, like, crud videos once a week just to get something out there. I mean, if I have an Oreo video or an animal video or dancing video or something that I want to upload, like, I'm going to upload it, but I will try my best to still do, you know, my openings and mail, mainly focusing on mail and less on openings, since I don't nearly buy as much product as I used to anymore. That's kind of where it's looking like. I'm shooting for once a week, but I'm also just going to be uploading when I can, so hopefully that doesn't make you too upset. I still love to post, and I still love to interact with you all, because, I mean, that's one of my favorite things to do. And yeah, you know, whenever we hit the 2,500 subs, if we ever do, I do have a giveaway in the making, or just brewing, just slowly getting more and more product. Honestly, when I do that Costco opening, I'm going to have a lot of packs for sets that I've already completed, so that'll, of course, go to the giveaway. So I guess we'll just do a little bit of anime. I actually haven't watched a new episode of My Hero Academia because it hasn't come out at this point in the day that I'm filming on a Sunday. But Tower of God, the last 2 episodes were pretty awesome. I'm fully caught up on that on Season 2. Season 1 is a little... I gave it an 8 out of 10 in my last video. I'm almost tempted to reduce it to a 7, but the way that it finished was actually kind of strong, so that's why I kind of bumped it up to an 8. Like, it made me really look forward to the next one, because the plot twist kind of threw me off. I guess you could kind of predict it, but I guess I'm an optimist deep inside, so when I saw that, I was like, no. So, but Season 2 has actually been really good so far. I still don't really understand what's going on. There's been some good fights. The main character versus one of the rankers is awesome. And then you also get to see some betrayals and then going on to the next floor. So, like, because they keep talking about climbing this tower, and it just feels so arbitrary. Like, they're saying, oh, you're going to the next floor. And it's like, there's really no frame of reference, and it's just kind of difficult to visualize it, because then they just, like, materialize on another floor, and then they're all just kind of hanging out, going to the cafeteria. Like, it doesn't really make sense to me yet. Maybe I'm just dumb, but that's what it is. The One Piece's newest episode, they focused on Kobe. I couldn't remember the pink-haired guy's name last time, but I remember it now since I just saw it. It's fresh in my mind. So I was not looking forward to this episode, because I'm like, oh no, it's freaking Kobe. But then I forgot, like, Kobe's actually a pretty good character. Like, he definitely was one of the characters that glue up a lot from his previous form, let me tell you, because they did some flashbacks to old Kobe, and you're like, dang, he has come a long way. So you get a little bit more insight on his character, a little bit more insight on Blackbeard's crew, and just that island in general, which is pretty cool. So I actually didn't mind the episode overall. Good. Just focusing on his escape from prison, and then yeah, they keep throwing in these characters that you haven't seen for hundreds of episodes, and you're like, oh yeah, that character exists. That's cool. I think that's all for anime for now. I've gone a little bit farther on Blue Exorcist. I think I've seen like 2 episodes. You know, it's still decent. I like the interaction between the main character and, I guess, like, his rival. He's flexed a little bit of his power, but hasn't revealed who he is to anybody else yet. So, you know, just waiting for that moment. I've seen it time and time again in other anime, but it's still like a moment that I look forward to. So, you know, call me cliche or basic, but that's, you know, that's what I enjoy. The Shrouded Fable pre-order, so I did place all my pre-orders on eBay, of course, because it's cheaper than paying full price. Unless you have like good deals with an LGS or a store that you normally go to, then by all means utilize those deals. But I normally don't open every product like I used to in the past, you know, a year or two ago. But, oh, you can hear freaking Brute in the background barking. He's probably playing with the cats. But with Shrouded Fable, since it's a special set, I am getting every single, you know, one of every product. And I think the only thing I haven't ordered yet is the 3-pack booster, so I need to order that really quick. But everything else is on pre-order. I have 2 ETBs, 2 PC Pokemon Center ETBs. I think one of each of the special collections, and then one of each of like some, I don't know if they're like a pin collection or just like a regular collection box. And then I need to order the 1 3-pack blister. But that is all. Let me know if you're going to open up any Shrouded Fable. I know looking at the spread and what cards they contain, a lot of people aren't super hype about it, but I think there's going to be a lot of good cards for the game itself. And, you know, my end goal is to collect Master Set, all of the Scarlet and Violet sets. I'm going to be doing it a year, you know, behind. So that's why I'm collecting all the sets from last year, this year, and then next year I'll be trying to Master Set all of these sets. But that is the plan. And then after Scarlet and Violet, I'm probably going to considerably slow down, but I'll give y'all more insight on that when I get to that point. And then I did receive a care package from one of my friends. So she went to Japan early June and sent over a package with like a bunch of random stuff in it. I'll probably show like a photo or something. But it was really cool. And then she sent me some magnets that I brought to work. So I have a little section at work where basically everyone that goes on a trip, they bring back a magnet and I put it on this little thing that's magnetized at my cubicle. And so it's kind of cool to see all the places that people have gone. It makes me want to go somewhere since I haven't been somewhere since I've moved here pretty much. I mean, I guess I've been to Vegas and Texas, but like nowhere international yet since moving to LA. But I've almost been here for a year, so that's kind of cool. And the last thing is we did go a little crazy this past Thursday. So we were doing some celebration for some people at the office getting promotions and everything since it was like raise and promotion time. Some people did get promotions. And it was funny because 2 of my coworkers, they came up to me like, hey, our goal tonight is to get you messed up. I'm like, why would you tell me that? Like now I know that I'm not going to get messed up and I'm going to avoid it. And somehow, some way, I ended up getting messed up. I don't know. I had how many drinks? I was going to have 2 drinks in my mind. But I can't remember who. But somebody initiated shots into the equation. And I'm telling you, once the shots start flowing, it gets messy. So we ended up having a great time. But yeah, not recommend. If you have a control, then stay with that control. But, you know, it also make sure that you're with a good group before, you know, you let yourself get a little wild. But overall, it was a great time. And yeah, I'm definitely going to keep it more chill, at least for the near future. But that is all that's really gone on in recent times. I will continue to watch anime. I haven't read in a while. I need to start reading. And just spending a lot of time with the dog trying to potty train. Well, that was right on cue. And yeah, apparently his breed, Italian Greyhounds, are a little difficult to potty train. So we've only had him for a little over 2 weeks. And you know, I would say maybe 70% of the time he goes outside. So, I mean, that's starting somewhere, but we want to start socializing him and like bringing him to places, but he's still in the process of getting all of his vaccines. He's so young and so small. So please let me know what you have going on. That's pretty much all I have going on at the moment. And yeah, I'm looking forward to organizing all these and then putting stuff away, putting stuff in my apps, putting them in binders, and then any, I guess, extras of good cards, I'll put them on the store so I can fund future purchases. So that's all I have for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.